Greetings, traveler.
Hey everyone! You'll notice that there's something slightly different. For the early game in this video, I happened to be eating during the early game, so my camera and mic were off. Figured it'd be a great opportunity to hop on and do a little bit of post-game commentary, so enjoy. You said that we picked Lich King? Lich King does have a very strong angle with Reborn Barnstormer in this lobby. There's also Reborn Piper for extra gem value, and then obviously Reborn Leroy later on. So those are all the reasons for me to pick Lich King. We pick Bacon here because we have Reborn and there is a reasonable chance we're not taking damage. We get pretty lucky with the opponent. Mukla is holding the bananas, which is not too crazy, but that means that we are not taking damage with a Bacon start. So that's always great. I will not be speeding through the video or anything like that. Everything is already edited anyway, so we're not going to have a lot of dead space. We're not going to have a lot of dead time. So you see that we go 3-on-3 here. The shop wasn't awful, but we are really looking for something a little bit better. So Legion Overseer, Elemental, maybe Reborn on a Cyclone. We could get that Reborn Piper. We could get Macaw with a Piper or whatnot. We could also not get a single 3-drop. That's always an option. Luckily, we have a ton of bananas and gems in our hand, and Trickster is a pretty good minion to give stats to. You'll also see that this is a beast lobby, which means that if we find Macaw, the parrot, we can get a lot of value from this Trickster. So the gems, I'm a little bit more hesitant on playing because once again, we can hit the Jazzer, which gives the gems more HP. We could get the Piper, which gives the gems more damage. And I'm thinking, am I really going to take less damage for putting it on the Trickster? And turns out, yes, because the breakpoints are pretty good. We get all the health, we get all the gems, and we are reducing quite a bit of damage here. So for your first turn on tier 3, taking no or very little damage is a really good spot. So 31 HP here is great. You'll see here that we have a Trickster pair and a Zeddy. The Zeddy might be tempting because you're thinking, oh, all I have to do is roll a deep blue now later, but I really don't like to mess with that. This is a great opportunity to talk about this decision because you might be able to take a 5-drop here. You could grab the Taunt and then taunt the Trickster and the next turn level by the Trickster. I don't love that for 2 reasons. First one is Barnstormer is on tier 4, and if we hit Barnstormer this turn, we can Reborn it, which is really good on Lich King, as you may have seen. We've done that in the past. It's very efficient. But also, then you're buying a Taunt minion, which isn't awful because you're going to have a big Trickster, but we can still hit that Piper. We can still hit Macaw. There's just so much better. So for now, I'm not too worried about taunting this Trickster because if you end up rolling Macaw, then taunting it might prevent you from getting that parrot value, because if your opponent attacks first and kills a Trickster, then the parrot won't copy anything. So that's a number of reasons why I decided to just slam the 4 and hope for the best there. All right, this is a pretty good shop to eat. You're getting a minimum 4 health on a minion where health is extremely relevant. Unfortunately, we eat the 0-5, which is the worst one, but it is what it is. Like I said, adding 5 HP to your Trickster is very, very good. Now, this is an interesting decision as well, because you might think, why not put all the gems on the Trickster so that the upstart copies more health, which is fair. And that's the most efficient way to go about it, if that's your goal, which is just to build as big a minion as possible. But like always, we have to weigh options and look at alternatives. And because we put the gems on the upstart, we get a minion with 7 damage and a lot of health instead of 4 damage and a lot of health. And that's obviously very relevant. Our board is a lot stronger this way, and we end up not taking any damage this round. And that is also very valuable. If you only have 40 health, you really don't want to throw away health needlessly. All right, guys. I am done here because Past Shady is back, and I'm going to let him take it from here.
All right.
Enjoy the video.
I'm back. We're here.
Interesting opener for sure. Parrot will be very strong. Don't think you do that yet, but Champion of Y'Shaarj with this thing has to be good. Doesn't really go anywhere, but it's a no Murloc, no mech lobby, pirates. It's okay to play something that's a bit off-label or whatever you want to call that here. Raji doesn't really go anywhere. You put straight shot on the board, or you can roll and sell a Mind Muck. I think I'll just put this on.
Suit up, minion. It's go time.
I think you're back to buffing your Trickster now. Could increase the damage a little bit more. I guess more health there is not bad here either. Oh, removing the taunts versus Scrapsmith is so nasty. Alright, they removed the taunt as well. Eye for an eye here. We do want to see Macaw. We got the type. I don't think I want to taunt my Trickster just because Macaw is an option. There is that Barnstormer, but it's a bit late. We can Reborn Macaw. Sell this thing. That'll be really nasty. I think you just want more upbeat upstarts. Now the Reborn Snake. Maybe more of these guys. And maybe start taunting more stuff then. Sounds good. Could honestly consider just taunting Trickster here. That's also 6 extra health for your upbeats. And then we can start doing AoE, strong shell buffs and all that.
Are you on the gifts list?
Taunting champion consideration? Yes, when it's larger. When I'm about to get a 32 HP taunt here, I do not want to taunt the champion right now because the chance that it just gets dunked is too high. I guess we're not getting multiple parrot procs, huh? But in that case, taunting Trickster is not so bad, making sure he gets some value. You taunt Champion of Y'Shaarj when it's big enough to not get insta-wrecked. That's usually how you do it.
You did it! You survived, and I have no idea how.
Scrapsmith to get gems and stuff is okay, but I think I want to roll into more champions, more upbeat, and just have a board like that. And it's not great, but it'll have to do. Tripling this could be good. This is starting to look better to put some damage on this. Just weird. No, I think I just want the golden upbeat and the champion.
Spend some gold while you can. It's good for my business.
Upbeat on the board this turn? It's probably better, right? So it procs next turn.
Are you on the gifts list?
There's also a Smogger.
Oh, I should charge extra for that one.
There's also a Smogger. Put some damage on this.
Everything goes according to my plan. Was it your plan?
Oh, he needs the gem splitter. He wants it so bad, yeah. I put the parrot first. I don't want to risk the Trickster dying. Champion died early, unfortunately. I'd stand by taunting it now, though. It made sense. Next turn I can put the golden Stoneborn on the Trickster. We could probably go for a 6 to try and get Rock. And then I'm on 5, I can roll into Duo and Drakari and all that. Rock would be a good way to put damage on everything. Could also get Uther. Oh, Strong Shell is so nice though. Maybe you just go for a 5 here, because that means you can play Smogger and Strong Shell and you can triple into Bran, and that's really good. Idas is also pretty strong. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, because this is way too good to play.
Well, I guess you've earned it. Have at it, kid.
We got Drakari, which is good to have, it just doesn't do anything yet. So you buy it, because you don't need the others. Smogger makes this 7 damage, or 8 damage, I guess. Because you're copying your biggest minion anyway, you may as well put it on the other one.
You drive a hard bargain.
And put this back in, but we don't need to. Good. That means I can start reborning something else.
Ha! You go through your minions faster than I go through my henchmen. And I love it.
You could play Drakari, but you don't have to either. Reborning Trickster does not do that much for you. It's probably better to reborn a Taunt. More value here. Now we can just try to get maybe Leroy later and not run Parrot or whatever. That's a cool Taunt comp we made. Can you reborn Champ and put it second? Reborn the Champ. I would get no scaling, right? They're removing my taunts, but that's actually fine. We don't want this taunted anymore now. Yeah, now it's just get golden upbeat. Gonna go to 5 for duo and stuff. Leroy is also good.
I mean, it worked. Of course it did.
A lot of gems on Trickster. We could move those gems off the Trickster to put some damage on an upbeat. But it means that I have to waste rolls, right? We try to triple into Fort or something. Rarran is fun, but really just need this golden. Another one of these. Duo. Could sell the Rattler off the board so it doesn't steal the HP. I think I prefer that. Reborn Leroy. It's weird with the Parrot, but Reborn Leroy is Reborn Leroy. You can't really argue too much with that. We could technically taunt it, but that's probably a waste of gold.
You first. Hey, you can start working on your evil monologue now.
Parrot not dying is always a bit annoying. That's just gonna attack again, that's fine. Beautiful. It's a fun board. The Trickster, Parrot, Champion, lots of HP everywhere. George should never blaster me, so I don't think the 2 HP on the Leroy matters too much. Reborn Trickster in case they snipe it. I get like 6 HP or whatever, it's not worth it. I'd rather reborn the Taunt to play around Leroy or whatever.
That's my favorite combo. Spend some gold while you can. It's good for my business.
Yes, you jug. Could just go double reborn parrot. I think I'll do that instead here. Because if he's still using Rylak, the Leroy accomplishes very little. Hey, Jeef. You like my board? Oh. Yes, the poison's in the back, right? I can only kill 2 though. I don't think we're taking 26. I missed the big one, we just win then, right? Yeah, we just win. What a Clown Fiesta board. Whee! Fun board. Against Beast, I might not want the Leroy either. Not hitting the golden upstart really makes this less impressive. Hitting another champion would have been good as well. I guess you try to hit the Reborn remover. But Taunted Horse is no longer a thing. Probably still buy this, because I really don't want many cards right now. And this will grow quite a bit. Harlan, thank you so much for the prime. Welcome. Appreciate that.
Embrace your rage.
We saw a direction and we ran with it. Okay, is it golden banana? Regular banana. I think we're fine then. I think we're fine. We're gonna gain so much HP. This Taunted champion is so large. The other guy's growing a lot. They do have a mama bear now, that's kind of lucky, but we're still one-shotting all those beasts with our big boy. It's still growing. Like, our scaling this fight is crazy good. Good old taunt comp. So they're probably gonna pivot completely to... well, not completely, but they're gonna want to play Leroy. Because that's their only chance they have. Our shit is too large. So much health here. If you find the golden one, not sure if you want it, we'll see. I think we're just looking for the golden champion, the golden parrot, the golden upbeat. Titus would be good as well. All buff. Oh, these are gonna take the 107 now. That's so good, right? This combo, yeah, they copy each other. If I don't hit the triple, I can't really do anything, but that's okay. Yeah, I can buy the Titus, but I don't think I play it. I think that's really for if I triple. We're on 26, right? So if we lose, we shouldn't die. But Titus in the hand is good for when we triple, we have something to play straight away. We have a good board. It's not our job to make a move, right? It's their job to make a move. And if they make a move, we can maybe counter. Like if they're going full scam, even though Murlocs are out, maybe you want to play Blaster instead. Yeah. No Leroy. Okay. Should always be fine then. Doesn't matter. Fun board. Really fun board. I do love playing Lich King. Really fun hero this meta. Yeah. It's Leroy or bust, and even if they hit Leroy, that doesn't do much. These champions are having such a good time with this board. Oh, look at that. So much fun. Alright, nice. All that scaling for next game. Ooh. You're getting a ton of damage, but still have 240 health on one of them, 170 health on the other one. Just too much. And the Trickster still had to die. If you concede, you still win. Concede during the fight? I wouldn't want to try that. You can concede if they have 0 health, right? If they conceded first, you can concede. But I wouldn't concede during the fight, even if you have 100% win. Like, you might, right? But why? Whatever. Who gives a shit? Watch your guys win the fight. That's good. That's a good part.